Hello, Renee Fleming here. You guys, this Friday's off topic is another one that is what I would call a wicked crossover. You know, in Rhode Island that means a lot. But worrying about who comes in and out of your life is something that we have to stop doing with the narcissist. We shouldn't worry about when somebody bad exits our life. I'm going to tell you all of why I came up. There's a reason, and I've referred to this before, but it could, look at Minnie with her hat. I can't take it. We forgot to wear hats last Friday, huh, Min? But you know, when somebody, I've read so many things about when somebody leaves your life, it is up to us to accept the fact that it is the universe's way of exiting them from your life. That is so real and so true and saved me so much angst that I wanted to share it with you. You know, people leaving our lives can often create a feeling within ourselves of inadequacy, right? I've gone through this so much. What did I do? What did I do? Why are they so bad to me? What transpired that would make them so mean? I must have done something wrong. I need fixing. I'm the problem. They told me I'm the problem. That must be true. It's all me. Here's the thing. I'm not saying there isn't room for self-improvement in all of us. Of course there is. But if you're ultra aware and continuously work on yourself and truly believe you're living life as a good and fair person, then we're talking about something other than you being the problem, aren't we? Sometimes the world corrects for you. The world corrects your world for you. You're not seeing the truth of a person, that you should maybe eject that person. You keep giving chance after chance after chance after chance. Well, the world is going to correct that. Meaning, I definitely give a million chances. Well, at some point, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, it's going to help you out, help you see. It may entail that person finally being so off color to you and so mean that you finally make the choice to cut ties. That's you being saved. A lot of people don't think this through like this. I do. I finally realized that's my world being corrected by powers bigger than me. Just take the narcissist that I dated that just before this channel. He was so bad that I finally learned this lesson. I've been taught this lesson before. I didn't learn it. I didn't eject the person from my life. I kept the millions of chances, kept taking the abuse, kept taking the ill treatment. And this time it was so bad, I said, oh, no, you need to go. And then I finally looked at it that way and I realized, you know what? That was something bigger than me saw that I needed information. They noticed it, that you needed more information, a little push to see the bigger truth. So it comes in the way of such foul behavior from the person you should have ejected. You should have ejected. Who cares they discarded you? That was a gift. It was a gift. The universe gave you a gift. God gave you a gift. Whatever's bigger than you that you believe in gave you a gift. Because the behavior comes, it is so foul that you're finally left absolutely stunned, shocked, dismayed, and all but dismantled. But that's what it took for you to see. And I just want to say, don't let that happen. try to see all of the little signs along the way. Don't wait for something so bad that it just flattens you. Turn it around. You've been brought all these little horrificnesses to demonstrate their flaws to you, their bad points, to make you see their awful truth, so that you could hopefully see more clearly what moves you have to make to self-protect. If this isn't a wicked crossover, as others have been, I don't know what is. Because the narcissist will do this to the nth degree. Show you bad sides of them, yet we continue not to see. We ignore. We pretend these things aren't happening. They do good things to erase it. We get confused. And same with any toxic person in your path of life. If it is revealed to us the rotten core of a being, and we don't see, that's on us. Or we give the 1,000th chance, that's on us. Yes, we're trauma bonded. Yes, we have cognitive dissonance, which we discussed both of those last video. All of those things are true, but it's still on us. We're getting signals the whole time that they're not meant to be around us. We're not meant to be around them. No one should have to put up with things that are mean or bad or abusive over and over and over and over again. No one, ever, in any situation. Parent, child, parent, sister, brother, cousin, friend, family member, business partner, romantic partner, doesn't matter. There are other ways to handle things in life than being mean, abusive, bad, horrible, duplicitous, disloyal, betraying. No. No. I'm shocked at what I've accepted through the years, which is one of the reasons I'm making this video. Because now it's very easy for me. Now I accept it right away. If somebody does something off color, I say, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that sign. Thank you. Thank you for showing me the bad side of this person. So I can make the decision to no longer be in their company. I don't wait for other people anymore to discard me. I have a right to choose. I don't want to be with you anymore. You know what? You're not nice to me. You're not nice to me. I don't want to be around you. You're not nice. What do you mean? And people fight, and so what? And why can't we work it out? We always worked it out before. Well, I'm not working it out now. There's a line in Overboard, one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. And she has a list of things that she doesn't like. And he says, well, it never bothered you before. And she says, well, it bothers me now. She doesn't care why it bothers her now. She doesn't give an excuse why it bothers her now. That's her whole sentence. It bothers me now. So you've crossed a line, you've learned. I have. I went over a line and I learned. Guess what? That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You keep doing it. You've been doing it for decades. I've been accepting it for decades. They're so confused. When you finally put your foot down, I put my tiny little size 5.5 foot down and I said, no more. No more? Renee Fleming said no more. Renee Fleming accepts anything. Renee Fleming, the empath, the codependent, all you got to do is say you're sorry to her and she lets you right back in her life. What? She said no more? Yes, I did. Yep. I said no more. Because I finally realized that every single time I see such a bad side of someone, I take it as a signal. We're getting signals. We're being given clues all along the way, but we don't hear them. And we don't react accordingly. We just keep giving chances, especially if you've been groomed by a narcissist to accept the bad behavior because the good is coming right back to you also. And you wait. Oh, we laugh so hard when we do laugh. Oh, they love so hard when they do love. Oh, I feel so close to them when they do, when the good side of them does come out. So I just have to accept this bad side. I had a person in my life who's no longer in my life, and they were extremely dysfunctional. And they would call and scream at me. Whatever that was going on in their life, they would get it out. And it would inevitably sometimes turn towards me, and they would attack my person. And I definitely could see that this person was dysfunctional, raging alcoholic, diagnosed bipolar, all these different things. So in my mind, I said to them out loud, you can kick and scream and have a temper tantrum all you want. I told you I loved you. I will be here for you through this. I will not abandon you in your time of trouble. I will not turn my back on you when you need a friend more than ever. I will not. Okay? But at one point I finally said, but how much abuse should I take? And I finally said, first of all, there's nothing I can do to help the person. And just because you love someone and you do feel for that person, that doesn't mean you have to stick it out and accept the bad treatment. No, I'm not a sounding board for bad treatment. There's a difference. I've had friends go through things. They're not abusive. They might have a breakdown in front of me, right? They're not abusive. There's no circumstance under which I will accept ill treatment again. I hear the signs, I see them, and I take action. It's called self-preservation. And that's what I'm after. It's kind of that old story of the person on the roof with the flood. I'm not going to get the entire story right because I don't remember things like that. And they're on the roof and there's a flood. You probably all shaking your head. You know this one, right? And the boat comes along and they say, no, thank you. God's going to save me. And then a helicopter comes along. No, thank you. God's going to save me. Well, the person finally dies. They perish. And they get up to heaven and they ask God. They get to God and they go, why didn't you save me? And God says, what do you think the boat was? What do you think the helicopter was? I think we miss it. We miss the signs. We miss the signs. And every time they're treating you badly, it's a sign that you shouldn't be with them anymore. It's the world ejecting them from your life for you. You're not doing it. You don't have it in you to leave them or to eject them from your life. This is the world telling you, my God, look, do you want this person in your life? Nobody should accept being abused by somebody just because they have a history with someone. Oh, well, I can't abandon them. We've known each other 30 years. We've known each other 5 years. We've been friends for this long. We've been business partners for that long. Well, that doesn't mean they have a license to treat you with disrespect. If we turn around others' bad behaviors from meaning we did something wrong to deserve it, to a meaning of we're being saved from them, I think we could save ourselves a lot of time. Perhaps it takes you 67 bad treatments from a person, or 4,091. That's on us also. How much do you need to see in order to see? How much? So ask yourself right now, if you're in a relationship right now with a person, again, doesn't matter the relationship, friend, family, doesn't matter, partner. If you're in a relationship with a person and they're ill-treating you, what is your limit? Have you ever asked yourself? How many more times? I finally asked myself. And I said, okay, so what are you going to do, Renee? And with one person, it was like, are you going to accept this for 12 years? Are you going to accept this for 20 years? Are you going to accept that for 2 years? Are you going to say? I went right through the list of all people in my life. And if somebody mistreats me, I'm not into it. I felt at some point like I was some kind of masochist. That's how much ill treatment I had accepted. And again, I think it's because my personality is such that I always did before. And people were confused. I cleaned house and people were confused. And I think there are some people still confused or in disbelief. What? What do you mean she doesn't spend time with you anymore? No, I haven't heard from her. She doesn't. And I could just hear it now. People commiserating or having a conversation or, well, she's got problems, talking about me. Yeah, all right. I don't care what people say. I refuse to any longer be mistreated. Call me insane. Call me insane. Sure. Okay, I'm insane. You're going to do without me in your life just because I was bad a couple times? People, we're human. We make mistakes. I said I was sorry. I got that. I said I was sorry. But are you sorry? I don't care if you said you're sorry. That's not my shtick. A lot of people do that. Well, I deserve an apology. I could care less about an apology because anyone can say anything. When your behavior doesn't match your actions, like we read about cognitive dissonance, I'm putting the phone. It doesn't mean anything to me if you say, I'm sorry. I told you I'm sorry. I'm over here crying. Can't you see how sorry I am? But when you look at the action and you say, no, I don't understand. Here's what I want to know. And they just keep saying, they don't have any reason because they wanted to be mean to you. That's what they were doing. The action that was mean to me, the actions that were mean to me, I finally looked at as they were purposeful. They were well thought out. It's not, oops, I ran over your foot. I'm sorry. No. These are actions people think about and they bestow upon you. And I finally said no. And I've exited people from my life because I take now the signs. I stop and I listen and I act on them first. You know what? I'm not spending time. And I didn't make an announcement. I didn't say, just so you know, I'm no longer going to be spending time with you because you mistreat me on a regular basis. So I just wanted you not to be confused when your phone's not ringing or when I'm not inviting you to things. Or I didn't say one word. I just kind of stopped short on everything. So it appears as a gray rock, I'm sure. Expository only. Information only. Things that are necessary only. Because in life, you can't just go no contact with every single person. You can't do that. Some are family, some are friends, some are in your life, around you, around other people that know them too. And they may be mistreating you, but not the next person, which we've talked about that. And that's where the person won't even believe you, or they kind of believe you, but they might not really identify because that person might not be treating the next person because they know they won't put up with it. I used to put up with it. I was like a punching bag. People could see me a mile away. Oh, she's a big pile of mush. She'll forgive anything. Oh, she just loves no matter what. You can do anything to her. She really just will forgive you. And I would give chance after chance after chance. I go all the way back to high school, junior high. I remember. I've had friends that were awful to me. Awful. And it took me 5-6 years. One of them I'm thinking of right now, where I finally said, no, I'm not talking to them anymore. And I just let it fall off. I didn't give an announcement or a reason and it's never been brought up. That was 20 years ago. But if she or he or they ever found me and said, was there a reason I would say, yeah, there is. I don't like being screamed at on the phone for 2 hours at midnight for no reason. Why would I put up with that from somebody? But I did. Why? I thought the person needed a sounding board. I thought I was being a good friend. I thought I was allowing them to get out their demons. I thought I was allowing them to exorcise in them the bad and let it come out. I'll take the brunt of this. And then after that, we'll get back to the good. No. Nope. Now, I am not saying that I'm not going to be here for people if they enter a time of trouble. Of course I would. But there are constructive ways to do that. If somebody started to flip out at me now, I would cut it right off. I'd say, whoa, this isn't the quality of conversation I want. This isn't how I want to be approached. If you need help, I'll guide you to somebody that you can get help from. But this is over. I'm not talking like this with you. I'm not allowing you to discuss this with me in this way. I'm not allowing you to use that tone of voice with me. I'm not allowing you to say those words for me. I said this line to somebody several times in recent years. My tank is full with abuse from you. My tank is full. It's full. I have no more room. I can't accept one more word that's abusive from you. Not one more act. Nothing. And since I know you won't stop those acts or words, I'm going to limit my time with you. Or with another person, I'm going to stop my time with you. Because whenever I'm with you, something bad will happen. It will happen. I don't doubt that. I know it will because it has. History teaches you everything you need to know about a person. So if you have historically been in fisticuffs, not real fight, but you know what I mean, with the same person over and over and over and over and over again, that's something bigger than you trying to exit them from your life. It's trying to tell you. We go through so much feeling bad that somebody, discarded us or left us or is acting in such a way that we want to discard them, and you put in so much and I don't want to give up now, and oh my God, take the hint. It's something, even if they discarded you and you're brokenhearted, take that as somebody is saving you further trouble. Somebody is freeing you up to be able to one day receive maybe the goodness that is out there for you. Somebody is leaving a spot available now that you can fill with a non-toxic person, friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the role that they have. Exit them from your life. Do it. Even if that you don't go out and make a new friend. I'm not saying you can replace one friend with a new friend. That's not what I'm saying. But you're opening up space. Get the bad out. If they're mistreating you, they don't get to stay around. How much do you need to see in order to see? I really was tolerant of a lot. I'm shocked at how much I've tolerated from people. I mean, shocked. And there are so many times that I really should have allowed that person to just exit my life after incident 0. But I come back and I try to, fight it out, argue it out, talk it out, work on apologies, arrive at a new place. Let's start over. Let's start fresh. Let's go forward and have each other's well-being in mind. And well, that's all well and good for me, but not for a person who's toxic. They're going to go, and then the very next moment they can mistreat you. They do and they will, and then you're back in the same place. You're back in the same place. I'm not any longer going to be back in the same place. Heed your signals. Heed the warnings. Allow the person to exit your life. It's God, the universe, again, whatever's bigger than you. I'm not here to discuss religion and whatever's bigger than you. For me, it's God, the universe, karma. I believe in all of those things together. They work together. And if something is sending me a signal to have someone exit from my life, now I listen. Now I listen. Before, I was the person on the roof in the flood, and I was letting all the signals go by, just right by me, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And I was like, okay, another thing to forgive them for, another thing to accept, another thing to work through. So I'm left with the pile of pain that I'm working through, and they're just fine, feeling nothing, and I'm back in their life because they counted on that. They pick people that they know they can continually abuse, toxic people. They know that you're that type. They see that you're forgiving. They see how you are in your life with other people. They see that you're empathetic and that you have a big heart and that you'll give a lot of chances. Toxic people love that. They don't want to shift people every year and get all new people. If they can keep someone in their life and get all of that out and have one person that they can continually abuse and bestow negativity upon, and you are that person for them, you might want to look at their treatment, their ill treatment, as a signal that you should exit their life. And definitely, if they have exited yours, please look at it as a blessing. Don't be sad. Don't be mad. Don't be confused. Say, thank you so much for exiting this person from my life. I needed that. Somebody else is looking out for you if you can't look out for yourself. Something bigger is at work. So I want you to take all that information and look when somebody's mistreating you. Do you need to put up with it? I don't understand why we put up with it. Why? Why? Oh, because why? I know all the things that can be said. Well, they're family, they're friends, we've known each other, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. And you might miss them, and you might love them. There's a few people in my life that are no longer in it that I miss or I think of fondly, but then I think about the mistreatment and I don't at all miss them. I think, wow, it must really stink being that messed up. And I wonder whose life they're messing up now. And I wonder upon whom they are putting their wrath. Because people like that need to cause trouble and need to be mean to people and get that out of them. I wonder who's the target now for them. It's not me. Won't be me anymore for anybody. I won't. My tolerance is nil. My tank is full. My tank is full from you abusing me. My tank is full. I don't want to hear one more negative word from you. Not one. Not one tone. Nothing. You have no more chances. And I'm 55. So I say everybody, health and happiness till 100 years. So I have 45 years left on this planet if I go by that. I'm going to deal with abuse from somebody for another 45 years? Oh, that's not happening. I don't want it for another 45 minutes, and neither should you. I want you to look at that, take stock of the people in your life, and maybe there are some people where you're getting signals that this person is so bad for you that they are not supposed to be in your life anymore. You not being for them doesn't mean anything other than you're just not for them, or they're not for you. Maybe they're not for me. I don't want that in my life. So I want you to look out for that, because none of us should accept the ill treatment that is often dished out from a toxic individual. And all you have to look out for is yourself. Don't accept that treatment. Allow them to exit your life. You exit them first. Look at the big picture. Look at the signals you're receiving. And keep your mental health in mind. It wears on you if you're continually mistreated. And I just don't want anyone having to go through that and learn the way that I did, which is the long way around. Somebody keeps mistreating you, they need to go. I'm sorry. In whatever capacity they can go. Gray rock, no contact, whatever. But you are not put here to be somebody's sounding board. And I don't mean a friend's going through something, they're mad, they're yelling about their day. That's one thing. But abusing you, screaming at you, calling and screaming at you for 3 hours just 'cause, I would sit there and listen. What is wrong with me? No more. I just won't. I don't even engage. And people are confused, and I don't care. Just wanted to mention it. Please keep yourself safe from things like that. Please go ahead and hit sub, like, and share, and I will see you next time.